not looking for whether you think it's historic or green or anything extraneous. Let me
You're
think.
talking about contested cases here?
Contested cases, yeah. In rulemaking cases, there are no parties and no cross-examination, and so there are, you know, all the ANCs can participate in a rulemaking, but they don't necessarily have this automatic party status. Okay. I'm just trying to zip through this because I'm being...
We have a map amendment. Is there anything that you could just generally put in our mind?
Well, a map amendment is unlike, it's not a PUD.
Okay.
So sometimes PUDs have a related map amendment. This is just a straight map amendment, which means that this applicant is seeking to change the zoning for a parcel or parcels from one kind of zoning to a different kind of zoning. And I brought, because I knew that I was not going to have an unlimited amount of time, I brought that whole booklet so that you can all read at your leisure about the different kinds of cases, the different kinds of zones, and get a sense of what does that mean in those terms. Map amendment cases, unlike most of the other cases, can be either a contested case or a rulemaking. In this instance, it was considered a contested case, partly because it's a single developer who owns the property. Sometimes in rulemakings, there have been rulemaking map amendment cases where lots and lots and lots of different parcels are being joined together and changed. And, you know, in those instances, it would be hard to have a single applicant. Recently, the Office of Planning had a map amendment like that was east of the river, and it was a lot of parcels, and it was a rulemaking map amendment. So,
is it a situation, Ms. Butchman, when a map amendment is being proposed that zoning looks at the impact of the map amendment, what they're proposing in terms of density and quality of life? Are those factors considered in evaluation of approval of the map amendment, particularly if certain things
I would suggest that you take a look at whatever provisions the applicant has asserted.
Yes, okay.
And also at 102 and 106, which grant the zoning commission the right to prepare the map. The official zoning map for the District of Columbia. Housed in our office, and it in fact is a GIS map. And it's on our website. It basically says at 102.5, the zoning commission may from time to time amend the form of application. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get. You know what? I can leave these all with you. Because I have them.
Their records. I think we're going to have you back, particularly since the applicant is not, since you all don't have it yet. You just have.
We have the application. We've had set down. You have not had a notice of public hearing. So you have lots of opportunity to review this, and once you have reviewed it, there are many different ways in which you can participate in this hearing. You don't have to. You can file a report, a written report. You can file a written report and testify. Again, you could just testify and not file a written report. The great weight can be given to testimony, but only if it is ratified within a certain number of days by written correspondence that grants the ANC has voted to ratify that testimony. Normally, it is the written report on material issues that is given great weight, in which case the commission, should it disagree with the recommendations of the ANC, would have to articulate with some specificity in its order as to why they did not find it persuasive. You know, it is, as Gottlieb said, it is not a, you know, if the ANC says that that's the way it is, but it is taken with some degree of seriousness from the commissioners and the board members as to why is the community, you know, feeling that way. And be sure in this report that you articulate who has authority to speak on behalf of the commission at the hearing, and also to have the chair and the vice chair sign it.
Yes, yes. And that information in terms of the ANC procedure is in the filing of Advisory Neighborhood Commission report. And again, as Ms. Bushman said, the ANC, we are automatically a party, is that correct?
You are, and I believe that the ANC across the way
Yes.
has also received notice.
It has Diane Barnes.
Yes.
For whatever she is. And so it's just a matter of, on page 5, ladies and gentlemen, of the filing of the ANC report, you'll see procedurally what the ANC would have to do to submit a report. I don't mean to be quick, but I know that I want to get Mr. Reed up here.
Absolutely.
And Ms. Bushman, if you don't mind kind of staying around, because once Mr. Totem speaks, and unless they kick us out, we're going to stay here till 9.
I have cards, if anyone wants
Wonderful.
to
Yes.
ask me anything,
Yes.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Ms.
thank
Bushman.
you.
Thank you for the material.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Reed.
All right, good evening
Yes.
again.
Thank you.
All right, in the interest of time, I'll try to be